There are practically no liquid real estate properties left in Phuket under $200,000. As a rule, such properties are snapped up even at the excavation stage. My company, Dai Phuket, and I have prepared the 3 most investment attractive offers that you still have time not only to get into, but also to make a good profit from. All of them are within walking distance to the beach. After all, walking distance is one of the most important criteria when choosing investment real estate. My name is Diana Fedorova. For 11 years now, I have been investing in overseas real estate and helping my clients not only preserve but also grow their capital in hard currency. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you how to choose the right property specifically for your investment strategy. The first property I'd like to highlight is Andaman Atrium. I consider this property to be highly undervalued because the developer, who is of Russian-Australian origin, is currently completing his first Radisson hotel in Bang Tao and is investing a tremendous amount of both money and effort to make this property stand out from all the current offerings on the market in every possible way. The materials being used are marble, glass, and aluminum, which covers the entire facade of the building. These include Japanese purification systems, German engineering, and many other features that make this property truly durable. Accordingly, as an investor, you won't have to pay additional maintenance costs for such a property, and it will serve you for many, many years. It is also very important that the internal infrastructure is essentially a city within a city, featuring a medical center, a concert venue, and a huge children's club where you can leave your kids for an entire day. There are also 5 restaurants catering to completely different clients, as well as a large number of pools with rooftop infrastructure, offering beautiful views, a sauna, a plunge pool, and a massage center. Of course, all of this makes this property truly suitable both for short-term rentals and for annual contracts. And thanks to its location just 500 meters from the island's most sought-after club beaches, Catch Beach Club, Lazy Coconut, Nomad, Nora, Yuhi My Beach Club, this property also achieves very high capitalization year after year. At today's entry price, you can confidently expect a yield of 10 to 14% per year in foreign currency, with inflation at 1% and up to 50% profit from reselling such a property. Prices here start at $160,000 for 1-bedroom apartments measuring 35 square meters. The profit distribution system is a rental pool, 70 to 30, when all apartments of the same layout and size are combined into a single pool and the profit is distributed equally and proportionally among all investors. In other words, you are not at the mercy of the receptionist who decides whether to rent out your apartment or your neighbors, and you earn money in any scenario, which is extremely important when it comes to investments. Also, because there was a construction delay on the previous project, Andaman Riviera by Radisson, this developer still maintains a fairly low price per square meter for their new properties. As an investor with more than 10 years of experience, I assess all the risks and calculate the profitability from start to finish. That's why I personally invested with this developer, and I have a very beautiful ground floor apartment there with its own private pool, which essentially feels like a villa, but at the same time is located within the grounds of the newest 5-star resort, also managed by Radisson. Subscribe if you want to earn up to 30% annual returns in foreign currency from real estate. Another project with great potential for investors is Laya Resort, which is located on Layan Beach, just 400 meters from Bang Tao Beach. This is a world-renowned developer, JWP, who has completed projects from the USA to Australia, including China. Recently, they brought in the Radisson brand for further management of the property. And in this complex, there are both already built and operating facilities, as well as apartments that are still under construction. Within this developer, my company has the most exclusive terms that no other agency on this market can offer. This is because, as of today, we have already purchased about 73 apartments here. This property has been thoroughly calculated from start to finish. And an independent legal due diligence check has been carried out, which is absolutely essential for any property you plan to invest in. In this property, studio apartments start at $147,000 and they will be completed as early as next year. And the third property, which I can also recommend, is surprisingly not in Bang Tao but on Kamala Beach. Kamala is located between Patong Beach, the most famous party spot with the highest occupancy rate throughout the year, and Bang Tao Beach, which today stands out for its luxurious and beautiful infrastructure, European-style walkways, shops, boutiques, and a more affluent clientele. But on Kamala Beach, there is actually a significant shortage of liquid properties. That's why the Citygate property is always in high demand. Just like with Laya, our company has special terms at Citygate, under which we have already managed to purchase 47 apartments to date, because investors here are guaranteed to earn over 30% annual returns thanks to the significant discount we received from the developer during the pre-sale stage. This property is located just 650 meters from Kamala Beach, within easy walking distance. And inside the complex there are a huge number of pools, restaurants, bars and a gym. In fact, it's not just a gym, but a massive club that people from all over the island come to visit. And also, with the first building of Citygate, we can confidently assess both the rental occupancy and the rental rates, as well as how much demand there is among different nationalities, which is also very important. That's why your property will be rented out not only during the high season, but also in the low season. Of course, I also invested there myself and bought as many as 5 apartments specifically for the resale strategy. One-bedroom apartments inside Citygate start at 47 square meters and around $150,000 with an installment plan for as long as 3 years. Accordingly, the investor makes the first payment of 35%, and the next one isn't due until 6 months later. A very convenient payment schedule has been created for our investors. I can confidently say that these 3 projects are among the most attractive for investors today, where you can not only preserve but truly grow your capital in foreign currency. The choice of real estate directly depends on your goal and investment strategy. We, myself and my company Phuket, organize large wholesale purchases with significant discounts from the developer, up to 25%, which provides investors with returns of up to 30% per year. Entry into such wholesale purchases usually starts at $140,000. And for investors with capital starting from $1 million, I personally develop an investment strategy. If you want to find out which property is right for you, leave a request at the link in the description. And my managers from Phuket will get in touch with you. This was Fedorova Diana with you, a professional overseas real estate investor and speaker at international conferences. We mainly operate in jurisdictions such as Dubai, Phuket and Bali. Subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with the latest news about the Phuket market and investment projects.